Hey guys, I know it's probably been a minute, actually a while. So hey guys, dang, that's really close. But anyway, so I decided that tonight I'm going to go do a live. And the reason that I decided that today I'm going to do a live is because a lot has been going on. Only you can share this post as Ray Johnson, whatever. So yeah, today's been a day. So basically, I decided after I helped my nephew today, that I was going to go and drive and take a couple of trips because there's some things I need to catch up on and some things that I need to do for myself. And so I decided that I was going to take some trips. Right, the Monday motivation, and I talked about having a gratitude journal, and I talked about having a prayer journal, and the things that I do before I start my day, and to keep my day going. And so that's what I was in the middle of doing. Well, while I was in the middle of doing that, I picked up my first trip. She was cool. We talked. We talked about the reckless drivers here in Atlanta, which was cool, not a problem. Usual, blah, 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 nothing new. Right? So I then go and I pick up my next passenger. Right? Well, I always tell myself don't pick up people from hotels and from strange places and stuff like that. If it's from a strange place somewhere that I'm not familiar with, then I don't go there. Usually when I pray before I do the trip, they usually are canceled before I get there if there's anything sketch. So today I decided I was picking up this girl from a Motel 6, which I've picked up from Motel 6. It's not that far from the airport. So most people that I pick up from there are leaving to go to the airport. So I was taking this girl in town, and so when she got in the car, she was like, "Hey, beautiful." And I was like, "Hey." And she got in. She was like, "Can you drive quick? Because I got to go babysit 6 or 7 kids." Really, she said 14. But I'm like, okay, cool, not a problem. So I'm thinking I'm going to go drop her off at a daycare center. No. I'm on my way to take her to a house. The subdivision is where we actually landed. And so in the subdivision, it's nice houses and stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, whatever. I pull up to this address. I tell her we're here. I turn around. She's hunched over in the back seat. As she's hunched over in the back seat, I'm like, yo, hey, get up. Wake up. We're here. She says, she doesn't say anything, right? So I'm like, okay, cool, not a problem. Girl, we here. We at your location. Get up. So I don't like touching people. I'm real big stickler. I don't know what's on you. I don't want to touch you, especially if I don't know you. Stop. So turn around. She didn't get up. She didn't move. So at this point, I shake her. She don't move. I shake her again. She don't move. Stop and move. Anyway, so I shake her again. She doesn't move. I'm like, yo, get up. Get up. We at your destination. She doesn't move. I said, okay, cool, not a problem. So I go ring the doorbell, and I'm pressing the doorbell. I'm trying to keep calm. I'm pressing the doorbell. People come to the door. I'm like, your daughter, your niece, somebody, whoever this is, she's here. Like, y'all need to get her out the car. They say they don't know who she is. They don't know her. One, I done picked this girl up. Some random ass man is on the name for the pickup. Anyway, so she says, she never replies. The people are like, we don't know her. We don't know her. They're like, we don't drink. Right? So I called the person that ordered the ride. When I called the person that ordered the ride, he say, she's light. Pick her up and set her by the door. What? You want me to pick this girl up and drop her out my car? So you mean to tell me that you... Great. Turn back around. I don't even like this thing. I don't like this thing already. Anyway, sorry. I had to move somewhere because my signal was acting crazy. So I'm like, so you don't have any respect for the person that you ordered the trip for? Do you even know this girl? Is what my next thought is. He's like, just pick her up and leave her there. Just should be all right. I had to shake her to even get up for the ride. I'm sitting here and I'm like, what? He's like, she just drunk. I'm like, nah, this ain't drunk. I know drunk when I see drunk. So I went ahead and on the Uber app and on the Lyft apps, they have where you can call 911. Right? So what I went ahead and did was call 911. I hit that on the app. Right? So when I hit that on the app of the 911, I then turn around. I'm still trying to get her up. The 911 operator is basically going through the steps with me of what to do. I said, she's breathing, but it's not. I'm like, she's warm, but it's not heavy. It's not a regular breath. Like, I don't know. I said, I don't know this girl. All I know is I picked her up. I'm working. I'm a Lyft driver. Okay? That's what my title is at this time, is Lyft driver. Not Raven the hairstylist, not Raven the therapist, not Raven the coach. It's Raven the Lyft driver. So I then turn around, trying to keep calm and not panic and not spaz out. I then turn around and call. When I call 911, we go over the different steps. They're asking me where am I at, where am I located. I'm trying to tell them exactly where I'm located at. Because I'm in the suburb and I'm in a subdivision and I don't want to bring all this chaos to these people and they just said they don't know this girl. So I find like a little back end, like a little cul-de-sac or whatever where there was nothing but some basketball courts. And I tell them that's where I'm parked. Because if they need to get in, they can get in. They can get all their little machine, all their little equipment, all that stuff right there with no problem. Right? So they can get this girl. So the 911 dispatcher, she calls 911. Then the ADT people from Lyft call me. So when ADT call me, they ask me if I'm in a safe location, this, that, and the third. The lady talks to me all the way till I get there. When the lady talks to me all the way when I get there, she hears the sirens from the fire department, from their emergency rescue. So when they hear that from emergency rescue, they turn around and they stay there. They start trying to work on her. They ask me, is this my daughter? No, this would never be my daughter. She's too smart for that. So I tell them, I'm just a Lyft driver. I don't know this girl from Kennepain. I just picked her up. I tell them where I picked her up from. They say, okay, 9 times out of 10, it's drugs. Like, she wants something, for real. I smell the alcohol on her breath, but it might be something else. I was like, it's definitely something else. Because alcohol, she would have been up by now. I've been trying to get this girl up for the last 10, 15 minutes. The trip was only 13 minutes. Okay? So it didn't take nothing for her to pass out in the back seat of my car. And so they're checking her breath, her breathing. Her breathing went from 104 to 97 to, well, 97, then 93. Then the lady wind up giving her an injection of Narcan. She don't come back to at all. Right? And at this point, I'm just praying. I'm just trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep my emotions together, trying to keep my mental together. Everything started flashing before me, like everything. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, God, please keep me together. Please keep me together. The last time I had to do something like this, it was for my dad. So it was like, please keep me together. Please keep me together, because I can't go backwards. I've come too far. I can't go backwards. As I'm trying to keep it together, EMS come, 12 come, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, yo, I don't know. I can't tell you nothing. They like, what is her name? I don't know. Did you go through her bag? No. I didn't try to find out who she was. I didn't care. That's y'all's job. I just don't want her dead in the backseat of my car. Okay? I need y'all to do what y'all need to do. They finally, after, I would say, this all took place probably for like 45 minutes at this point. Okay? 45 minutes. Trying to get this girl together. When she finally will wake up and come to, they're getting ready to put her on a stretcher. She wake up. I know where I'm at. All she need to do is take me where I'm supposed to go. I said, I'm not taking you nowhere. What you gonna do is get up and get your shit and get out my car. I was like, because you got a problem and you need help and you need to let these people take you to go figure out what it really is. But this is somebody's daughter. That's my thing. It's somebody's daughter, somebody's child. Somebody birthed this girl, brought this girl into this world. And we take life for granted a lot of times. And then when some shit go on, we quick to want to say, oh my God, my baby, my baby, my baby, when we actually got something to do. And we can actually change the narrative to make the matter a different thing. You feel what I'm saying? These people that try to save her life, that brought her back, literally told me if I would have waited a minute later or 20 minutes later, that girl would have been dead in the backseat of my car. Like dead, like D-E-A-D, dead. So while we sitting up here and we not paying attention to what our kids are doing, and we thinking they grown and they can do whatever they want to do because they act like they grown, we really need to be more concerned and more aware of what it is that they're doing and who they're doing what they're doing with. Because this nigga said, just drop her off at the door. Pick her up and drop her off at the fucking door. Are you serious? That's how much regard this person that she just laid up with had for her. Thank you. I appreciate it. Your dog's cute. You're welcome. But yeah, so it's like people take people's lives for granted and we sitting up in here playing. Tomorrow's not promised. This girl could have died in the backseat of my car. That is so traumatic. And we sitting up here worried about what the hell the latest celebrity doing. And there's people actually hurting and they taking all kind of shit to subside from this pain that they feeling inside. I don't know what's going on in that girl world, but what I do know is is enough to be like, yo, there's a real problem out here. To where we don't look out for each other. We don't really care about each other. We infiltrate, we act like we do, but we really don't. If we really like break it down. And I wind up talking to so many people, like so many different people that really have a genuine big heart, such as myself, that it's like we're the ones that get ran over by the people who don't give a fuck. And that's just real. We deal with people that pretend to be our friends and want to infiltrate the cycle and circle. You can give them the blueprint. You can tell them what you're doing and how. But deep down inside, they're not even willing to do the work that it takes in order for you to overcome the obstacle that may stand in your way. You know, and I'm sitting here and I'm debating whether I'm going to get up and whether I'm going to do this again tomorrow. Like, I enjoy what I do other than this. Other than what I just did today. I didn't enjoy that because I played with my mental. But there's so many people, like for real, that I've actually helped. I have a whole book talking about healing childhood traumas. And I actually sell it to the people in the backseat of my car. Not on purpose. Just, that's how many people are hurting. That they actually go online and order my book. Or they ask me if I have another copy and if they can take that one, and I just give it to them. Because there's so many people that are trying to find ways to heal, to just deal with traumas and different traumatic experiences. Anything could be going on with this girl as to why she ended up having an OD in the backseat of my car. Like, that is real shit. Anything could be going on with her. She could be touched. She could have been touched as a child. But we don't know. But what I know is that today I saved someone's life on a whole nother level scale that I don't ever want to do that ever again to that magnitude. But that just lets me know how much of a problem that we really have. That we don't want to deal with our issues. We want to sweep them up. People are hurting. And they're trying to find ways instead of dealing with them. And to walking through to get to the other side, because on the other side is God, and on the other side is prosperity, and other side is peace. A whole nother level of peace that people come against you for the ones that have worked through their stuff to get to the other side. See, I've gone through so much stuff that I refuse to put or take any type of drug to cover up that pain, because I have to go through that pain in order to get to the other side, because on the other side there is a blessing. No matter how many people hate me, no matter how many people come against me, no matter how many people try to be my quote unquote pretend friend, until they realize that ain't nothing that you can say or do to turn me against who I am, because I got God on me. I got God on me, I got God in me, and I got God through me. And it took a lot for me today to help this girl. So much pain came from just that moment. Then I'm like, I found my daddy this way. Not only did I find my daddy, I drove 8 hours. Not only that, I had 7 people die in that same year. And here I am dealing with having to help a girl who is hurting and doesn't even know how to fix it. And here we are, have people in our circle, instead of trying to be supportive, underlining, coming against us, underlining, trying to sneak attack, when all you're trying to do is help them elevate to get to the next level. When are we going to stop? When are we as a race, as of people, going to say enough is enough? To where we want to help each other. The system has failed. Okay, that's great. Yeah, the system has failed. But what are we going to do? Because fuck them people up in D.C. We so worried about congressmen and senators and presidents. Fuck them people. Who's going to help the people that is in our community hurting? Who's going to do that besides the people that are saying, you know what? I'm going to go down there and I'm going to feed the homeless. I'm going to go down there and talk to my brothers and sisters that are hurting, that need to change their lives. Who else is going to do that? The government don't give a fuck about us. When are we going to start giving a fuck about us? That's what I want to know. When are we going to stop being so pressed about, oh, Keisha got this, oh, Nikki got this, oh, Tamika doing that? Fuck them people. Who care about what they doing? Who care about what these celebrities doing? Because not one of they damn dimes is going into your community to help your next door neighbor. Not one. So when are we going to stop comparing each other to each other? Because we're not the same. We're different. And each one of us need to accept each other for our fucking differences. And embrace each other for those things. And not sitting here being mad and pressed, because guess what? The person next door to you may be hurting, and you may be the person to be able to help them, encourage them, to push them to the next step, to do something better. Or you may be the asshole that pushes them over the edge to where they're willing to do anything to get rid of the pain. For real. Because today was it was too much. And it's the fact that I sat here. This girl could have been my daughter. This girl could have been one of my quote unquote associates' daughters. Okay? And she hurting. And she in too much pain to even realize that she hurting. Because the nigga that she went to go see said, just drop her off. Just drop her off at the doorstep. But you worry about that nigga though. That nigga that don't give not one rat's ass about you. Because he's probably the one that gave you the fentanyl. That put you in the backseat of my car, passed out, that could have caused you to die. But we so pressed about everybody else. Instead of trying to figure out, let me help. Let me be a blessing. Let me do what God actually called me to do. But we so worried about the wrong things. And that is so fucked up. But guess what I'm going to continue to do? I'm going to continue to help. I'm going to continue to give. I'm going to continue to do the things that I'm called to do. And from this point forward, I'm finna do chapter by chapter in my book. I have 4 chapters. And I'm finna break down each one of them. I'm finna break down each each trauma, everything. And either you gonna learn it, you either gonna heal it, you either gonna evolve, you either gonna change. And if you don't, guess what? That problem then is no longer mine, because I did what God called me to do. And that was to help you get to the next level in life and heal some of the pain and some of the trauma that you got going on. So much shit has happened to me in my life. In my life. And I got so much wisdom behind it. And I use that as a gift and not a curse. Because I could be walking around here doing a lot of dirty shit to a lot of people. But instead, I choose to use my power for good instead of negative. So from this point forward, like, for real, some shit gotta change. It gotta change. It can't keep going in this direction. We can't keep hurting each other. And for a black man to say, just sit her by the door. Are you serious? Are you serious? I just, yeah. Today's been one of them for the record books that I'm never going to forget. And if today is the day that caused me to do something different and to step on my platform and to actually utilize it and utilize my book, not just talking to people in my car one by one, one-on-one, and I actually have to come on the platform and actually do it here, then I will do it here. Because there's too many of us hurting. There's too many of us lost. There's too many of us jealous for no reason. There's too many of us envious for no reason. There's too many of us doing dumb, stupid things and being jealous and envious for things that we have the same 24 hours to do it in. Real talk. Some shit gotta change. And if I didn't see it no other time, I definitely seen it today. And today I'm going to do more than just the change. I am. I'm going to do more than just be the change that I want to see. I'm going to keep on my platform. I'm going to keep on my... Yeah, I am. I am. So that is what happened to me today, just to sum it up. And I'm finna use that as energy, as a catalyst to be able to help more of people. And it doesn't matter what color, what race, what creed, it doesn't matter. Because God created us all. And all of us are hurting in some way, shape, fashion, and form. And it all needs to be fixed because we're all doing something to cover it up, to push it down and not deal with it and not get real. And once you get real with yourself, can't nothing fake ever again be able to blow your mind or flow through your mind or be able to tell you any different. And that's just for real. That's just real. And we got to love ourselves. There's so many of us broken and don't love ourselves. But I'm finna help. I'm finna help fix it. Hashtag blueprint, hashtag the red spot, hashtag all of it. I'm finna do it. And it is what it is. I got so much stuff that I've been just working on, period, so that I can get it rolled out. Just for the red spot, just for my brand, just for the hair, just for everything. And hair, health, and wellness, it all goes together. Your mental goes with your hair. Your physical goes with your hair. It goes with your body. It goes with everything. And what you put in your body affects your skin, affects your hair, affects your mental. What you put in your mental, it affects everything that goes on around you. And if your mental's fucked up, then everything else around you is going to be fucked up. That's just for real. And I choose not to no longer be a fucked up individual. And because I made those choices, I've lost people that were... Actually, I let go of people. Let me be real clear. I've let go of people that didn't want to elevate, heal, and evolve. They wanted to be secret competitors. And I don't like to secretly compete. So I'm on my platform doing what God has called me to do and is leading me to do what God is leading me to do. And so that's Ray's PSA for today. I'll be back here tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm finna come up with a time, a game plan tonight as to what time I'm gonna be here tomorrow. So have your notebooks ready, your books ready, journals, all of that, and get ready to take some notes. Have a good day and good night. Peace.